sometimes when you ask for email and phone number, it could sway people away. But also, what you're doing is vetting them better. Because obviously, if you put your phone number and your cell phone number, you really want this service. And you want serious people who are serious about their marriage and also serious about investing. If you want to increase the pricing to where you can have an entry for 200 and then have a tiered effect. So if you do like an annual VIP master class where people are spending more quality personal time with the two of you, you can always increase it.
Over 50% of Black Americans are unmarried, and only 2% of Black families in America have a net worth over $1 million.
We are on our journey to not only join that 2%, but grow that 2%.
Facts. I'm Devon Truvel, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game, with my beautiful co-host.
I'm Sinclair, aka the Health Nerd. You can go to our website at them4show.com, our Instagram at them4show, and our YouTube channel at Melanated Married Millionaires in the Making.
And welcome to the M4 Show. I think I'm in the mode right now where Play Black Wall Street is getting a good, consistent sales, but we need to now increase our sales in the M4 Show, right? So I'm looking at, okay, well, how can we do a freebie for M4 to collect information, to get people opt in? What type of free trial can we do for the M4 community? That's exactly what I was about to say. What kind of free trial? Look, it was about to be bad. You know, I got a speech impediment, Sinclair. Don't make fun of me. But yeah, what kind of free trial? Whew, almost again. I'm not gonna front with you.
Grandma cannot say aluminum for nothing. So
aluminum.
She got aluminum.
Aluminium. But yeah, this is good stuff. So after we do a freebie, right? What is the vital next step? I think you said like the follow-up is the vital next step, whether it's a call, email, that trial ending.
The price point. What is your price? The higher the price, the more you have to nudge and the more personal things should be. So if I know that I'm about to close on a deal that's worth several figures, we might have to do a couple phone calls, a video chat. The email might just be like, hey, you're interested. Well, let's sign up to X, Y, and Z. Because now I want you to spend more than just $100 with me. I want you to spend like probably your savings. Yep. So what is your offer for the M4 show?
So we're looking at doing $200 per month. So it's going to be a subscription-based model. And then as a part of the membership, you get access to obviously the podcast, but then also additional bonus episodes. You get access to in-person events in our master classes. And then the type of events that you went to where we travel somewhere. We're in Lake Tahoe, we're in Aspen, we're in Jamaica, we're in Colombia doing a master class, doing goal setting. You'll get invited to that as well.
And merch.
And oh yeah, of course, swag. You know, of course, there's gonna be swag up in there too. But yeah, right now we're looking at 200. A lot of people say we should do more. How much were the folks that we met? We met in Cape Town. They had a social club. I feel like they said like 400 a month is what they do.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but long story short, we like to be affordable. So we're thinking of starting off 200. Maybe there'll be a tiered level where 200 is the basic entry, and then 400 or 450 is the elevated one.
They also had a physical space. So
they
keep
did
that
have
in mind. So they have overhead. We don't have any overhead. So things to keep in mind. But yeah, that's kind of what we want to elevate to. But yeah, we're stuck in the freebie stage right now.
Yeah, we're giving out all this free, but we're in the freebie stage, but we're not collecting information. We did I think a great series where we did the Melanated Married Millionaires challenge, where that was a
$1 million marriage challenge.
Thank you. $1 million marriage challenge. That was a free challenge or a pay what you want. You can donate. But I didn't do a good job at collecting a lot of information in the registration form because we wanted it to be frictionless, right? Just click registration, donate what you want, or donate $0, and you're in. I think the next either free event or free resource that we do, we need to make sure we collect information. Are you married? Where do you live? What's your income? What is your pathway to $1 million? Is it real estate? Is it entrepreneurship? That way we know what type of maybe classes they need specifically for their pathway. Right? That's what I'm thinking. But we got the expert here. Coach us. What are we doing?
Whenever there's anything you're giving out for free, especially free, collect data. So it's nothing to ask for an email, get a free training, right? Sometimes when you ask for email and phone number, it could sway people away. But also what you're doing is vetting them better. Because obviously if you put your phone number and your cell phone number, you really want the service. And you want serious people who are serious about their marriage and also serious about investing. If you want to increase the pricing to where you can have an entry for $200 and then have a tiered effect. So if you do like an annual VIP master class where people are spending more quality personal time with the two of you, you can always increase it and also highlight the transformational processes or the journeys through, other interviews or conversation pieces. I'll give you reviews.
Thank you.
Like even the simple conversation piece that we have, it's like, oh, you know what? That is true. I think you're like, just ask the question. I was like, you're right. Because I could be super blunt at times with certain things with them. Like, am I being too blunt? Like, am I hurting someone's feelings? But it's just always good to have another person to talk to outside of my own head. And so that was a good conversation piece, small but mighty. And so sometimes you just have to do the small but mighty things.
That's good.
Yeah,
we need to. Go ahead, Queen.
I feel like another mistake we made with the challenge is we had too many steps to it.
Yeah.
So there was like the Google form, which I thought, so we didn't connect. I thought we did collect people because we had a Google form first.
Yeah. We did get a lot of people in the pre-sale stage. Right. We had people sign up, including you. You signed up and you got on the list. You got on the wait list.
But then when we sent out the approach was, let's get folks on a wait list first, and then we will email out the Eventbrite link and have folks sign out. We lost everybody there. So we had quite a few people on the wait list, but when we sent out the Eventbrite, only a fraction of people actually actually signed up. And I noticed the same thing when I used to do the same thing for health coaching and even potluck. Like, that seems to be a common theme. Like, have it be one step where you put your information and now you're signed up. I feel like it may have been another like Dame Dash situation, because I feel like you listen to a lot of people and you take a lot of advice from people who already have big audiences. So they probably can do a wait list and fill it up, and then people are literally waiting for that email. But I feel like for me, in the building stage, you got to just make it as frictionless as possible, because if they don't already know your value, they're not going to be waiting around for that Eventbrite or for that thing. And so you may lose some people.
Look, we're going to get right back into the amazing podcast. But if you didn't know, in 2017, we created Black Wall Street, the board game, because we thought more families needed to know about the history of Tulsa Black Wall Street. More families needed to know about the legacy of Black excellence left behind of Tulsa Black Wall Street, that we can own a Madam C.J. Walker Beauty Salon. We can have a Booker T. Washington High School. We can have an Uncle Steve's Barbecue. We can have a Renaissance man like Simon Berry, who had his own taxi service and bus service that got bought out by the city of Tulsa. We have brilliance in our DNA. We wanted to make sure that your family can play a game that teaches them about this brilliance. So we have Black Wall Street, the board game, right here. We had the first edition available in 2017. That got sold out. We're on the second edition right now, or you can get the beautiful masterpiece version of the game as well. It's up to you. Head to playblackwallstreet.com and get yourself Black Wall Street, the board game, to empower you, your family, and generations to come. Playblackwallstreet.com. Let's get back to the episode.
The operational back end could have been smoother. So when I didn't know what I was doing, I clicked on it and I was just going through, but I got lost somewhere. Like things weren't clicking for me. So if there was a setup where it was a simplistic landing page, this is what you're going to get out of it, the transformation outcome, email, phone number, if that's what you need, that's that. Only one time ask for information. Now, if you have a waiting list, allow them to stay there. And then when you shoot off your email sequences, then that's the time the program begins, the challenge begins. So for us, the consumer who finds interest in you, all we're doing is giving you the email, and now we're waiting for you to email us with the challenge. The challenge can also be automated on your end by sending it one email a day. Today's challenge number 1, today's challenge number 2, and you can record the content. So this is now turning into an evergreen lead generation process, pre-recorded, and by X, Y, and Z, you're checking in. So say the challenge is 3 or 5 days. By day 3 or 5, you can do an email sequence, check in with them. You can even make it personal, get on a phone call, so you can get a review immediately. When you personalize the situation, get the review as soon as possible when people are at the heightened sense. I love the challenge. It was da-da-da. And ask them, hey, before we move forward, can we screen record so I could get your review? Yeah. So how was it? And then they just gonna rant all about it because it was free, it was transformational, and all those things. I did that with you, Sinclair, before. It's like, okay, how'd you like the service? I'm gonna record you. Is that okay? And I recorded it. You're like, oh, right now? I was like, yep, we gonna do it right now.
Sure.
So making it as easy and frictionless as possible on our end is going to yield you with better results, because now we don't have to do as much as the person who wants to actually use your service. So if you have a simple landing page, MailChimp does that too, where you can have a landing page and have your offering that's very clear, concise. You can even invest in a copywriter. The copywriter is basically the marketing verbiage that gets people to the sale or to click the button, because copy is different than just putting verbiage on a screen. Copy has the intent to get your leads or to get the sale, to get you to the sale. And so that's the marketing verbiage. Invest in a copywriter, put that on a landing page for MailChimp, and then have people filter through that. Now these people are going to be going to your MailChimp tagged as leads for the M4. Once they're tagged as leads as M4, create your email sequence. However long the challenge is, send out one challenge a day. Then by the end of the challenge, do a wrap up. How did you like it? Can we get on a call? Video chat. Screen record the reviews. Use those reviews as testimonials to put on your actual sales page. Okay? So when we do the whole trial, we're done here. We got the testimonials. Those testimonials, now we're going to do an actual real launch to make sales. Do that. Put that on your sales page. Do it all again. Sales email sequence for the actual sale. That's a whole different process. But now we're just doing a lead gen. Is that clear?
It was clear. I got my notes. Like, I'm serious. I don't know what y'all do when you listen to this podcast, but I take notes.
So, it's recorded, right? So we could also go back.
Are we really gonna do that though, Sinclair?
Right.
Are we really gonna do that? Let's be real.
You're right.
Be real.
See, look at him. He's like, are we really gonna do that? See, when you ask people for testimonials, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna do that later. And you gotta hunt people down for that testimonial.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Bro, you can't you do it? You eat it right now? Can you do that testimonial? Yeah, I got you, bro.
Nope. But that was really good. And I like the idea of automating the challenge, creating the MailChimp page, which we haven't used MailChimp in that way too many times. I feel like we made maybe one MailChimp page, but there's a lot of extra stuff we can be doing with MailChimp. So I like that. The pre-recorded videos, kind of like what we do with the Lit program, to where it's like just record our 4-minute, 5-minute videos, give them a call to action. It can still push people to a Facebook community where they can continue to engage. And then maybe at the end of the week or end of the month, we have a video with everyone who's done the challenge that's live. But I think it makes it more accessible for people and like they can quickly get to it. Thank you for supporting the M4 show and our mission to increase the wealth of Black families.
If you received any value from this episode, any value at all, any, do us a favor and give us a like and subscribe on YouTube and Apple, Spotify, anything, all of them, all of them, wherever you're listening, go ahead and like and subscribe.
And after you like and subscribe, make sure you send this episode to at least one family that you really want to see win. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.